Hey everybody, welcome back to Shooting Gear Reviews, straight up Guns and Gear Reviews. We are back at SHOT Show 2022 to check out some more cool stuff. We're going to start out here at the Norica booth. I think that's how you say it. Anyways, these are some pretty cool air guns. I never heard of them, so I figured I might as well pop them in here real quick to show you guys. Don't know too much about them, as the guys at the booth weren't super great with their English, but I would expect to see some of their guns from American distributors sometime soon. One cool little feature here is, as you notice, they've got an included bubble level. Pretty cool. Next up, we're going to head on over to the Umarex booth and check out the Umarex Nodos pistol and carbine. The pistol they had on display here is a .22 caliber PCP with a multi-shot magazine and a side lever design. I like that side lever being on the left-hand side because I'm a righty, so getting this thing cocked would be really nice, even shooting it as the pistol. Now, the carbine is really actually what I'm most excited to get my hands on. It's super lightweight. Again, PCP, but it's got the lightweight and sort of form factor of a lot of CO2 guns, so I think this is just going to be a lot of fun to shoot. They say these are doing right around 700 or maybe 750 feet a second, and I think excellent ratting guns. All right, let's continue our walk down the show floor and see what we can find next. So the next place I found myself here was at the Crosman Benjamin booth, and the new semi-auto Benjamin Armada really caught my eye. This thing looks like it's going to be a really cool gun. I like the stock. I like this AR style charging handle back here. It's got this really nice long mounting down here for getting your bipod or whatever else on there. So cool stock, cool looking gun, and semi-auto to boot. The ST1. This thing looks like something straight out of a Star Wars movie, and it's obviously, very much angled towards the younger market, but it has some pretty cool looking features. First of all, you get semi and full auto, 300 round mag with, I think they said, a 25 or 30 round hopper. Just a whole lot of fun, and man, I can't wait to get this thing out and just play like I'm a stormtrooper. Last thing here today from Crosman is the new 457 version of the Benjamin Bulldog. Benjamin Bulldog was previously available in a 357 9mm version, but now go bigger, go home, right? So they brought the 457 this year. I'm excited to see what kind of power and accuracy that thing can put out. Walking around the show, you see all kinds of cool stuff. This shotgun just caught my eye because I'm thinking, man, I need that for taking out some zombies, right? Look at that guy. All right, so next up we have to take a look at this really awesome mag. Basically, if you can see what she's doing here, she's twisting it down and then releasing it. This is a feature that you can add to the bottom of your Glock or your AR style mags. Just makes them really easy to load for those days at the range, not having to basically rub all the skin off the tip of your finger, cramming rounds into your mag anymore. You can add this to the bottom of any one of your standard AR or Glock style mags, and like I say, just make those range days a whole lot easier, and it fits in the gun pretty well, as you can see. Not a bad fit there. So just had to show this to you guys. SPD mags, check them out if you think that looks cool. Next up, we've got Mean Designs. This was something I had never seen before or even really thought of or heard of, so maybe this makes me dumb, but check it out. It looks like a normal mag, but you put these guts in it, and you can then put your 9mm in your AR style mag. You'd still have to swap out the upper on that rifle in order to cycle the 9mm rounds, of course, but it allows you to keep your same lower and continue to use your AR style mags, but now you've got an AR that's firing 9mm, and that's pretty cool. It's this kind of cool stuff that I just really enjoy seeing at SHOT Show, and it's what makes the trip worthwhile, is getting out here and finding cool companies that I've never heard of before that are changing the industry and offering awesome stuff. So guys, definitely check them out. That's Mean. They've got a lot more cool stuff to offer, but now we're over here at the Lancer Tactical booth, and guys, I just really cannot say enough for these Lancer Tactical airsoft rifles. This is sort of more up my alley, being back into the air gun niche, but I mean, as you see here, they've got the hop-up adjuster right there, easy access to that, but keeping a very good realism overall with the same sort of switchology, weight and feel, and just the gun in your hand is just an amazing quality. That's all metal construction. And you know, you pick this thing up and it just makes you want to shoot it. It just makes you want to get out there and start having some airsoft battles with your buddies, and that's just what it's all about. That's why Lancer Tactical is so fun, because you don't feel necessarily like you're holding a toy. You feel like you're really holding the actual gun, but you get to play with it. You get to shoot people. It's so fun. They're airsoft. So this one, you can see they actually have used the real SIG attachment there for the buttstock. It's a folding buttstock. So because these guys are so close to what the real live fire versions are, you can use a lot of the real accessories on these Lancer Tactical replicas. So that is cool as well. So let's move around the corner here. I think we've seen enough of this guy right here. And let's check out some of these pistols right over here. What I loved about these pistols is just the trigger, first of all. Look at this trigger. Oh, so nice, so light, so crisp. It's just, I mean, it's probably even better maybe than what you'd find on, you know, like a stock version of the live fire gun right here. I mean, just fabulous, fabulous triggers. And it's not just one, but it's just all of these pistols. They all have great triggers and full metal construction, top of the line build quality. And of course, it doesn't stop there. They also offer pistol braces for their pistols, so you can throw any one of their pistols into the accompanying pistol brace, and now you've got a little mini carbine there. Pretty dang awesome. Of course, I really liked this Glock in the pistol brace. So much fun, fully functioning, and just, I mean, when you're holding this, it feels like the real deal. That trigger is probably better than the trigger on a real Glock, and it's just that's what makes shooting these things so much fun, is that they just feel like the real deal in your hand. Got to give props to Lancer Tactical for that. Last thing to talk about today here from the Lancer Tactical booth are their less than lethal CO2 guns. They've got pepper ball shooters, they shoot paintball or rubber balls, and these can be used in a self-defense situation, but they're obviously less than lethal. They're just going to severely discourage the assailant from continuing against you. One really cool thing is they've got this quick puncher CO2, so you can leave the CO2 in the gun and then slam that knob on the bottle when you need it. And I think that's what really makes these viable as a self-defense option. All right, and next up, we are at the Air Force booth. They always put on a nice booth every year at SHOT Show, and this year what I have to pay special attention to are their arrow shooters. It's about time that Air Force came out with an arrow shooter, and they really came out with a couple of very cool models. Of course, you know, they've got the high power version up here on top and the lower power version down here below. You know, guys, one thing that I really have to mention about these things that makes them so awesome is that you don't have to get these all the way to the 3,000 fill. They say that you can fill them to only 1,500 PSI, and you get several usable shots out of it, which for me in a hunting situation using a hand pump makes this probably the best sort of survival arrow gun out there, just to date anyways, because you don't have to pump it so much to get it full. So anyways, coming soon from Air Force. Pretty cool stuff. And that is it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for staying tuned with me here today, for checking out all this cool stuff from SHOT Show, because man, there was so much there to show off. So that's it for today. I'm Ben. I'm here with Shooting Gear Reviews. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you're outdoors having a whole lot of fun with your air guns. See you next time.